Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy LowTide here, and today bringing us a brand new video. This is Horror Friday, so today guys we're playing Disturbed. It says Brad Moore by there, so I'm pretty sure it's by Brad Moore. And nothing more to say to that other than let's get in the video. And if you guys are new to my channel, every single Friday I play a horror game. Alright, another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day, you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You've made up your mind. You are going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Let's go in the house. Entering the house, you feel a subtle uneasiness, as if the growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything is the same as you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time just to lay in the bed and wish that your problems will just go away. You fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. Let's open the chest. You open the chest and find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems you have less valuables than you anticipated. You close the chest. Reading your journal. Dear journal, another usual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Bethany is also doing quite well. Never disappointed with the milk she provided. If things continues to go well, I may be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can only be social with a cow. ... Dear journal, today has been unfortunate. Somebody broke into my shed and stole some things. I usually don't mind if someone steals a bite to eat from the garden, but to take my equipment, well, I put a lock on the door and hid the key. Nobody will ever get into my stuff again. What about you? Have you hid the key? Dear journal, I woke one night to a foul smell that I never come across before. Okay. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing. After searching the farm, whatever it is, it must be bad. I should make a trip into the city to see what this is about. ... Let's go back outside. You stand in front of your home. Can we go to the crops? Not gonna lay in the bed and do nothing. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and the time is running short. Follow the path. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there would be something helpful there. There's not going to be anything helpful in the cave, but it's either I go in the cave or continue going down the path. It's not like I'm gonna find gold in the cave. Wait, I could actually, but there's more of a chance of me finding a bear. But you know what? Since it's Horror Friday and I feel like testing my luck, let's go into the cave. Go in this nice dark cave. You know, hopefully we find a car driver in here, or we find someone to take us to the city, or we just find something valuable. That's what we need at this point. There is a faint whistle from the wind passing through between the rocks. The temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. That's always true about caves. They've always been colder. You notice that there's a different smell, but you welcome it compared to the deathly blight found outside. Do I want to really risk it with this cave? If I exit the cave, if I can go further, I feel like I'm gonna die. Oh, before you take a large bear emerges from the darkness. You realize that you've made a terrible mistake even thinking that something helpful can be in here. What do you mean try to fight the bear? You're gonna lose. I'm gonna die either way. The moment you turn, the bear roars with a deep growl, shaking the loose stones. All you think about is making it back at home in one piece. You make it to the trail, then the bear catches up to you, tackling you to the ground. You scream in pain as the bear rips you apart. Your adventure ends here. Well, that was the first ending. Let's go to the second one. Alright guys, so we're back in the house, and I think this time let's try just laying in the bed and see what happens. You lay in your bed and fall asleep to the light sound of wind blowing outside against the grass. You begin to hear whispers and chants, but you can't make out anything in it, anything of it. An image appears before you, a stone, glowing as if it were alive. The chants get louder as your vision grows in more detail. You reach toward the stone with your hand. As your finger makes contact, a clash of thunder rattles around you. Your clothing and skin start to flick away, like dust in the wind. The particles flow into the stone, sapping the life from your body. Ooh. You feel pain you have never experienced before, and fear begins to flood over you. You don't say. You suddenly see yourself laying in a bed, never to wake up again. Your adventure ends here. That was another ending, guys. Now, on to another. I continue down the path, and here we are now. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. Let's inspect the wagon real fast. You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your research. You pick up the key and continue on your way. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack similar to the house you have on the farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow from what you recall. Maybe he is home. Let's inspect the shack. You walk toward the structure and knock on the door. You scratch the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up the key from the wagon and you use it on the door. The door unlocks. Ooh. You decide to help yourself in. Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have happened. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You are overcome with fear as you think of the man that used to dwell here. There's a trapdoor right there. He's got a point. Inspect the table, the book on the table. You start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. Today's trading went smoothly. Thank goodness. What I'm thrilled most about. Today's trading went smoothly. Thank goodness. What I'm thrilled most about, however, is what one of my buddies mentioned to me at the conclusion of our day. Apparently, there's a pond nearby that has some of the biggest fish in the region. With a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when you mentioned that nobody has been able to catch any from there. I guess your typical fishing rod won't do that trick. But what can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. These past couple of weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under, and I've lost nearly everything I own. This has pushed me to extremes, but that can't be helped now. I am leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying, and there is nothing but darkness here. Anyone reading this should leave while they can. You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. Should we open the trapdoor? Let's open it. You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With a key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Is this like a universal key? Because usually those two keys won't be the same. Without thinking, you travel downward. Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately that there is a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness surrounding you as you stay in the awful place. I feel like we're going to die if we talk to the woman. But we're going to do it. You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there, let me out of here. The pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What? You got locked up to begin with? You'll never believe me if I told you the truth. Something brought you here. Please, have mercy on me. Let's free the woman. Why not? I feel like she's gonna kill me though. You approach the woman and lock the shackles that bind her. Feel like she was shackled for a reason. Her arms become free. She moans in pain. Oh, thank you so much. The woman struggles to regain her strength, but starts to stand up on her own. As she gets up, she turns towards you. See, she's gonna kill me. I will now do you a favor. What seemed to be the face of a hopeless woman disappears as horrible image manifests itself before you. You feel the chilling grip of bone hands lock into your arms. Energy flees from your body, and you fall to your knees. You feel the essence of your life slipping away as everything goes black. It is unfortunate that your journey ends here. That's another ending. There's so many endings of this game. Cross the bridge. Okay, you cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that, has happened. You feel that you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot under a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree to gaze into the sky. Pick at the grass. As you pick at the grass blades in your reach, the ground begins to shake. Before you can get up, roots from below sprout from the ground and wrap it around your legs. You turn around to see a large, angry face looking back at you. Your jaw drops in horror. No sound or scream escapes from your tongue as the tightening grip of the roots squeeze what air is left out from your body. Your adventure ends here. So that was like don't meet at nature there. Cross the bridge. And we're gonna take a nap. Do I get the same ending as if I go to sleep anywhere else? Your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Oh my god. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. It's you. A bad feeling then overcomes you and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. It's you. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option. Now, you reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way shall you go? Ooh. I'm gonna go right, because if you tell me to go to the right or the left, most time I will go right. I feel like I'm gonna die either way. But let's go right. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest, there's a tree that has a hole carved into it. And I feel like the tree's alive. Again. We'll do it though. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand into it. Don't do that. You look and see something shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find three knobs. One on the right, one centered in the middle, and one on the left. There's probably an order to this. Middle, ... right, ... left, ... The tree knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of combination. I'm gonna leave the tree. But that's interesting. Let's go to the gate. And I'm gonna die. Oh, it is the gate from the beginning. You approach the gate cautiously. Enter. Why not? It's a gate. Shouldn't be a problem. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. There's no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. There's a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. God, there's a lot of choices. Inspect the statue on the left. You see an old statue of an angel that has been consumed by vines and thorns. The angel is holding a book in one hand and in the other the finger pointed towards the sky. You feel it best to leave the statue alone. Why would you mess with a statue? Before you stands an old angel that has broke in many areas. With one hand, and the angel is holding some sort of bowl, with the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there is only two remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. You feel you should keep your distance and just observe the statue. It's gonna move. I got a feeling. Inspect the fountain. There's a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black and smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull toward the fountain as if it were calling for something. Let's enter the tower. You approach the door. As you reach the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. It must be some sort of magic. So I've done everything now. So exit the gated area. Let's go back to where they split, and I'm surprised I didn't die. Let's go to the left. See, the right path is always the right way. After continuing down the path some more, you come to a stop. You notice that there's some sort of trail that leads through the grass up toward the nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Would you go? Continue down the path or follow the trail in the grass? Let's follow the trail in the grass, but I'm probably gonna die. Follow the subtle trail in the grass. You stumble upon what looks like a grave. Inspect. You approach the grave. You look at the sword with intrigue. Before you can touch the sword, a ghostly figure appears before you. You freeze before their appreciation. The sword, may I have it? ... The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire the sword, free me from it. You slowly motion for the sword. Fool! Only something of a pure essence can free me. A rare hope, like a flower found in the darkness. I'm gonna die if I grab the sword, most likely. Let's try it. You reach for the sword before you can lay a finger on it. The spirit grabs your arm. A sharp pain flows over your body as your flesh melts off your bones. What fragment remains fall to the ground. Your adventure ends here. I like that achievement. A cursed blade. Great. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna end this video here. This is basically a whole bunch of endings in this game. I'll have the rest of the endings in another one of these videos, because I think this is sort of interesting, but this game is really dark. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click that like button if you did. If you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button so you can meet up with me in another one of my videos. Other than that, peace, love, namaste.